time for some Top That Trade. Alan Knuckman, the Chief Market Strategist at BullseyeOption.com, and Phil Flynn, a Fox Business Network News contributor, are raring to go on our trader game. Here we go, guys. Round number one. Cuts coming. Who wins? Who loses? If and when the Fed cuts rates in September.
Well, I think everybody wins. Everybody wins except for savers that have been getting this free money, this free 5%. But what I have to remind everyone, we're in a bull market until proven otherwise. And one day, 1 week doesn't even change, or maybe even a month. We're doing this long enough that will let us know if the sentiment has shifted. But there is a concern that we've seen this buy the rumor and now sell the fact that cuts are coming. But everything else is very positive, with the dollar down, the yields down, the VIX down, inflation down. So let's see how far this ride can roll.
How can you not be optimistic about rate cuts? I mean, everybody's been clamoring for rates to come down for months. You know, people who want to buy homes, people who want to take out car loans, so this should be celebrated. It shows that the economy is starting to heal. It shows that inflation is starting to rein in just a little bit. So these are all positive signs. But when you get into a rate cut environment, it provides tremendous opportunities. Generally, rate cuts can be very good for the stock market.
Round number two. No beans in the teens. What could cause a price pop in the grains market? Are the beans a buy?
The U.S. farmers have done an amazing job. You know what was amazing? Last year we had a terrible drought. We were supposed to have a terrible crop. They exceeded expectations. This year it's the flip side. Everybody expected an even bigger crop, which they're going to get. But now, as we look at the beans coming out of the field, maybe not as big as they thought. So I do think the soybeans have started the bottom. The other thing is, it isn't just the U.S. farmer. It's Brazil. Brazil has hot and dry weather right now. This is going to be very critical. And if that crop comes in smaller, all of a sudden, you could have beans not only in the teens, but
So I think Phil's exactly right. It gets back to the axiom, that this might be a good point to be looking at buying, because all of the positive news is, I'm not going to use the word baked in, but grown into the commodities crops. And you see corn down here, $4 4-minute base. We're very near the cost of production. And it wasn't that long ago that, again, beans were in the teens. So let's see how the psychological $10 level holds. But I think the risk reward's on the long side, because anything can happen.
Round number three, election insurance. An options trader is buying insurance by spending $9 million, thinking the VIX is likely to pop ahead of the election. Would you top that trade or stop that trade?
No, any trade's worth doing. And, who knows what the size of their portfolio is. And it's just protection. It's like house insurance. You've got fire insurance, life insurance, car insurance. You don't want to, you're not unhappy when the premium that you paid doesn't get paid back to you. You're happy that your house and your life are still there. So, look at it that way. So if you want to be a big short, think of the movie. They played a position. They had an idea that the market was going to go down, and they were in position to profit from it. So you can do that with your portfolio easily. December or January S&P puts, look at it as a cost of doing business. You can sleep well. The election may not be sorted day one, so there may be some increased concerns in the stock market. And if that happens, you have insurance. That's why these markets right here are sitting there, is for price protection and just shift risk.
I would agree, and listen, I mean, this guy is betting on uncertainty. And let's face it, if you look back at the last couple of elections in the United States, most of them have been pretty close and have created a lot of volatility in the market. So this has happened time and time again. So he's making a bet on something that's happened before. So that's a pretty good bet. The other thing you have to worry about, we're seeing all these analysts coming out and saying, if this person is president, the market's going to do this, or if this president is elected, the market's going to do that. Don't believe them, because if you look at the last couple elections, these prognosticators basing the stock market based on who's elected president turned out to be absolutely wrong. So if you really want to fade something, fade those bets.
Here's your bonus round question. It's NFL season, but we are bouncing to basketball today. Shaq, always known to be great on the court back in the day, but also a big investor. True or false? Shaq has invested in Lyft, Apple, and vitamin water.
I know this one. He's bet on all of those. He is a smart guy.
Yes. All of it.
It's true. You are both winners. So is Shaq. He's making money on his money. Business First AM will be right back.
Right.
Make your money
I think
work
I need
for
a little
you.
vitamin water today too. Yeah, that'd be good.
Go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.